TTM Trades, welcome back. Wanted to record a quick video as far as an update. As you can see here, the top one standard deviation Bollinger Band is still holding here on the weekly chart. As you can see, each time we dip down to that top one standard, currently sitting at 407.50. You can see a little buying power come into play each time for the past 2 weeks. So 407.50 is definitely where the market is trying to hold the price action. Again, if we fall through that 407.50, then that leaves us a lot of room to dip back down here towards the middle Bollinger Band on the weekly chart. Currently sitting at 384.60 to 385, give or take. All right, so bringing the daily to the right and the 2 hour to the left. All right, now looking at the 2 hour, as we talked about when we had this, first we said 405 was a key level of support, right? We got the bounce off 405. Then once we got back up into this area, I said that 418, which is that top one standard deviation Bollinger Band on the daily chart. I said if we got back above 418, that would make me a believer that the price action is going to set up to go back into uptrend. I said if we fail to get above that 418, then scenario number 2 was that we pull back and retest the 150 SMA sitting at 411, the yellow line here. And if that fails, then we will pull back to test 405 to create a double bottom. Now, I said there is a possibility that, when we create this double bottom, that we could possibly get a W pattern here as far as a recovery goes. And that may still be a possibility, as you see here. But the key thing that must happen for this W pattern to complete itself is we have to get back above 412. All right. And the reason why I said we got to get back above 412 is because intraday, that's where the 150 SMA is currently sitting. As you can see here, 411.88 yellow line rounded up to 412. We have to get back above 412. That is the key level we have to get back above. And the reason I say that is because 150 SMA on an intraday basis, 2 hour chart, has been when we have pullbacks on the daily chart, this is the mean that the price action normally returns to before the buyers come back in. As you can see, 1, 2, 3, 4. Here we go again. 5, where we pulled back and then we tried to rally, got rejected, and now we pull back again. 6. So what we don't want to see happen is that this 412 starts to act as resistance, because if this begins to act as resistance, going into tomorrow, then what this could cause is that the price action will try to rally upwards. If it struggles with that 412, we even say 412 up to 413. Let's say 412 up to 413. If it struggles with that 412 to 413, then you're going to get a drop downward, just as I'm showing you right here. All right, on an intraday basis. All right. And that will correlate with the dailies of one standard middle BB, which is currently sitting at 414.83. But this will continue to adjust as the price action fluctuates throughout the day. All right. But let's round the number. Let's say 412 to 415 is that strong area resistance. All right. That 412 would include an intraday break above the 150 SMA, and that 415, give or take, would include the daily's middle BB. If we struggle to get back above either one of these two, then that would cause a rejection. And once the bears see the weakness, then they will definitely pull this one back down to lower levels. Now, overall, let's just look at the market as a whole. All right, what is the biggest sector in regards to the overall SPY, right? The biggest sector is the technology sector, okay? And last I checked, I think the technology sector weighed about 27% of the total S&P. So anytime you hear that the tech sector is lagging and or pulling down the S&P 500, it's because it's weighted way more than many of the other sectors. So if we look at the tech sector, you can see that it's pulled back to its mean of the middle BB here on this uptrend. All right. It pulled back once here in November of 2020, ran up, it pulled back again to its mean of March of 2021. And now we pulled back again here, as you can see, of May of 2021. And each time we pull up you can see some slight buying coming into play. All right. Now, if the tech sector fails to get a bounce off of this 131 area of support where the weekly BB is sitting at, and we fail that level of support on XLK, which is the overall tech sector of the S&P 500, then you will see the tech sector begin to lag and fall to lower levels, which will also drag the S&P 500 with it. So right now, the overall market is sitting at a key level of support. It all depends if that level of support holds, and if the market will continue to move higher. Now, again, myself personally, I've already bought puts, locked in puts back up here around the 416 to 417 level. When I saw that we were failing to get back above this, I locked in puts and rode this all the way down to 405. And then when we started having this rally, I closed out the puts right around 408 for roughly close to 180% return. So I just want to see how we go into tomorrow. And tomorrow is very important because this will be how we close out the week. If we go into tomorrow, Friday, and we get a sell-off back to the lows of the week, sitting at that 407 to 405, then that would pretty much suggest going into next week, the market is going to fall heavily. It may gap down first thing Monday morning. If tomorrow we rally on strong volume and we get back above that 412 to 415 level and hold above it, then that would show that the bulls have shown some strength, and possibly Monday we could continue to rally. And again, we're in a consolidation cycle to have a strong breakout to the upside, but it really depends on the bulls tomorrow and if they show up. Okay, they kind of have the advantage right now because they are sitting at a key level of support where there's a lot of buying interest. But you can see the difference between last week and this week. Last week there was a lot of buying coming into play to pull the price action back up to 417, and then if you look at this week, again, the buying pressure has slowed down. And it hasn't really been a lot of buying pressure to pull it back up, one, to create a higher high, and or two, to possibly close this out in the green or teal as I have my candlesticks, depending on how tomorrow goes. So tomorrow is very important, and that would definitely let us know how we open up going into next week. But till next time, TTM Trades, I'm out.